It's payday, so let's do a paycheck breakdown. Just for some context, I am married and my husband and I do combine our finances. Also, this number is our net take home pay, so it's after taxes, insurance, and 401k contributions. Additionally, we do get paid semi monthly, so we only get 2 paychecks a month. We don't get paid every other week. So let's go over the numbers. For our income, we brought in $5,649. And this number is higher than our last paycheck because I recently got a promotion and this takes into account my raise for that. So every time that we get paid, I like to set aside half of the money for our bigger bills. So for our mortgage, I'm setting aside $542. For my husband's student loans, we are currently paying the minimum plus a little bit of interest because the interest rates on those loans are pretty low. And so I set aside $209. For my car loan, this is what we are trying to pay off by the end of this year. I set aside $445. And then we do invest each paycheck, and we already invested into our Roth IRAs this month. So now we're just investing in an after tax brokerage account, and I set aside $417 for investments. And next is our saving goals. So our main goal is to save up for a down payment for a new house. And we also have several different sinking funds. So this number is also accounting for those. So this is like car maintenance, vacations, health and wellness, all that good stuff. But from this paycheck, we are setting aside $1,706.50 to savings. And finally, we have some bills that need to be accounted for in this paycheck. That includes our Wi-Fi, our water, our phone bills, our Simply Safe, and our pest control. So I set aside $298 for bills. So we put everything that we buy on credit cards, and then we always make sure that we have enough money to pay off our credit cards in full so we never pay interest. And how I like to track that is inside of my Ally checking account. I create a bucket for credit cards. I put money into there, what's left over from after paying for all of these bigger bills, and that goes to cover our credit cards. That left us with a total of $2,500 to set aside into our credit card holding fund. So that should be more than enough to cover all of the credit cards that we need to pay off in the next 2 weeks. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know what financial goals you're working on.